Monday, October 6th, let's level up. VIX is still not confirming new highs. We seem to be having trouble getting over the 17s. I think if we can get over the high we saw from a few sessions ago on the first, 1728-ish to 1756, maybe we make a run to the 20 MA in the 19s. I do ultimately think we will get a spike in the VIX into the 20s, maybe even into the high 20s, but it hasn't happened just yet, and I don't know what the catalyst would be. It would probably be something that we're not expecting. Maybe if the Supreme Court rules that the tariffs are unconstitutional, that could be a catalyst for that. For TLT, pulling back, it hasn't broken the 8844 key breakout zone, but we are very close to retesting it again. I think if we get what shouldn't happen does happen, a move over today's high at 8916, I think that's along in the TLT, but so far we're making some higher lows and equal lows. Careful if we get a liquidation break, I think we'd come down to the 200 MA at 8791, and then that's real show me time. As far as the ES and the NQ go, on Friday, we got that perfect touch of the 6,800 and then a liquidation break. I could leave this video as super simple as this. Bulls need to clear and hold above 6,800, or there's risk of liquidation break maybe to as much as 6,700. In the interim, there are some key levels. 6782 quarter is a must hold to keep things friendly and nice. To get over 6797.75 to 6800, I told you gets bullish. If there is a liquidation break, we could retest the 6756.75 and maybe even all the way down to 6736 to 6743.5. As far as the Qs go, similar setup here. Bulls need to get up over and stay up over 25,180 to 25,196.5. If they can do that, I think there's no real decline, and it's only a matter of time for a retest of the highs. We sort of had a look above and fail with the morning high at 25,241.5, so that must clear. So far, we've seen the 100 MA 30-minute hold as of this video. That's 25,133.75. If that were to break, the next key support is 25,059 quarter, and then 24,975.5 to 25,026. As far as SPY goes, we're consolidating above the 667.34. As long as that holds, it's fine. If we make a move to the green channel high, and we did it tomorrow, 676.97. If we did have a liquidation break below 667.34, I think that there is the potential for a move down to the 20 MA, which has been the key MA lately, at 662.15 and rising. Now, moves to the 20 MA that either touch it or move below and above have been the long. Traders do what works until it doesn't. If that were to fail, I think we'd come down to the channel low. If we did it tomorrow, that would be 655. After that, you're looking at a 50 MA touch at 648.72 and rising. As far as the Qs go, also consolidating above highs. We are seeing a little bit of a money flow bleed out. Friday's down volume exceeded today's up volume, but we're getting a little technical here. New all-time high at 609.34. If we make a move up to the magenta channel high, that's 613.37. Pullbacks to 602.87 are fine. As long as that 10 MA-ish holds, it's currently 600.28 and rising. If that breaks, we'd probably see the 20 MA at 595.23. Now, if you want to do some type of a hedge, I don't mind buying 600, selling 580, 20 points wide. You have the 50 MA at 580, 60 and rising, and I do believe that that would be support because it's currently riding the channel low. AMD got some love today. We retested the all-time high that we saw back on 3.8. It hit and sold off. We pretty much sold off all day and closed near the lows. I'll be very curious to see how this trades tomorrow if we make a lower high and just keep bleeding off to fill in the gap. But this was, of course, on the OpenAI news that they're doing a deal. So very simple. Bulls here will need to clear 227.30 and hold for still higher prices. Anything below that to me is just consolidation and chop. I think there was some responsive selling, which made a lot of sense today at the all-time high because AMD hadn't been looking so great before this. Nvidia still consolidating above the breakout at 183.30 to 184.47, but that area needs to hold. I'd feel better over 187.35. I do still think that this can make the run to 200, but it's got to hold that key breakout zone, the 183s to 184s. If that does falter, we could see a larger liquidation break down to probably the 50 MA at 178.34 and rising. If you want to do some kind of a call spread targeting the 204, 205-ish area, which is the 2 times range on the upside, I like doing that. Apple still consolidating near highs, not quite up to the 260 level, but we're very close. If we made a move up to the channel high, we'd be looking looking at 267s at this point. Bitcoin, pretty strong. We did come up from the bottom though, and we have the potential now of another look above and fail situation over 125,200. Anything that's over 123,615 is still fine. That was the 714 high. As long as we're into that range, it's still consolidation. Below, again, could trigger that look above and fail, and we'd probably pull back to 121,474, which is the 78.6 of the range, and then we'd see. If we do keep going on the upside, there's a long way to the channel high. I mean, if we did it tomorrow, we won't. That'd be 138,751. Gold still acting pretty well, new all-time high today. We're actually above my 2.618 extension target at 359.46. I would raise stop to low of day now at 361.37. I'd have to say that we maybe make the run to the 400s. 408.22 is the next big upside target, the 4.236. But we are riding that mini channel high here in the yellow, so I do like trimming some gains up here. It's run quite a bit. The GDX, which is of course the miners, doing very well, new all-time high today again. The 2.618 there, it's of course now lagging the price of gold, is at 85.33. I'd be careful below today's low because we did have a bit of a doji, 77.79. 10 MA has been key, moves below it and above have been longs, currently 75.64. If you want to buy it on a larger liquidation break, wait for a retest to the top side of the old green channel, currently 70.66. If you want to do some kind of 1/2 put ratio targeting that with maybe the 50 MA as an overwrite around 65, I like that as well. Generally speaking, markets are up near all-time highs. We don't have a lot of government data coming our way, so we're trading a little bit on headlines and just on momentum. This time of year tends to be a little bit iffy, but I think we're probably past the point of no return as far as seeing a strong market into the end of the year, with the Fed continuing with rate cuts likely to continue because of the weaker employment. Growth is still good. Don't let the media sour you on that. GDP has been accelerating and inflation has been stable. My thesis is that we're probably going to have a strong end of the year. Maybe we have a rally into January, and then February could be the pullback month. I do think between here and there will be some type of a scare or opportunity, and it will still be a buy the dip. Like and follow for more.